Good morning. All right, let's go. I have a lot I want to talk about today. First off, you're saying, hey, did you get a haircut? And you are right. You know why? It was the royal wedding. And I thought last week, I go, man, what happens if I get an invite to the royal wedding? I'm going to have to really scramble to get there. Got a lot to do. Why don't I just get a haircut now just in case? So got my haircut, so I was ready to go. Even bought a hat. Then I found only the women wear hats. It was too bad. I thought it was a cool hat. Well, come to find out, I never got the invite. I really thought that Prince Harry and Meghan were watching this channel. A little disappointed they're not. I didn't get to go, so I did get a haircut. That's the way it is. All right. Now, today, look at this. Oh, God. All right. I want to talk about that a little bit. That's stuff. That's the stuff I've listened to the last few weeks that I've picked up. I have some more stuff I need to do. I want to show it so I can get it filed away. But first, I want to, I think imparting wisdom is an important part of life. If we have wisdom, we should share it with others. So today I want to talk about if you're a vinyl collector, which I am, but you have a spouse or you have a significant other that is not, how do you maintain a relationship? I've been married to my wife for 36 years. She doesn't like music. She doesn't listen to music. She has no interest in music. And yet I'm allowed to have 2 rooms of music. How does that work? And how do I make that happen and not get divorced by how much money I've spent on all this? Now, I know some of you have, your significant others love vinyl, love CDs, love music, and you collect together. God bless you. That's pretty darn cool. You can go out and do all that. The only problem is you have to argue on which album you're going to buy, right? Right? You only have limited funds. Me, I don't have that. But I have to bring all this back and I have to explain it. So, today, I'm going to give you a few tips for those of you that are in a situation like myself and you have to explain all this, especially record store day. What do you do? So, there's some quick and easy ideas, okay, on what you can see. Not about lying, just about stretching it. So, first off, let's talk about deflection, okay? So when you get asked, well, how much did you spend today? All right, we need to deflect. So how much did you spend today? I think a great one is, wow, I spent a lot less than I expected. Keep it at that, all right? See, that was a positive statement, but it sounded pretty good. And go. Now, maybe you spent a lot more. It doesn't matter. You spent a lot more than expected. What did you expect? Well, don't go into that. Also, they ask that question, just say, not too much, and get a move on, okay? Don't wait around for follow-up questions. That's a bad idea. All right, what about, you can always use sympathy, okay? Sympathy is a really nice way to go. So, again, well, you got all this stuff. Why? I think a really good one is my record store owner is like a dealer who keeps feeding my habit. Yeah, we've just taken this whole, I bought all this vinyl. It's really not your fault. It's the guy, it's your record store owner. Your record store owner. He's your vinyl dealer. He's doing it to you. The other one is, I thought of you when I bought these records. Come on. How can you ever be mad at that? I'm thinking of you as I bought these records. Might not be anything she likes. Doesn't matter. All right. So we have those. There's also, I like this one, optimistic, okay? I think it's good to be optimistic when asked about records. So there, what did you do? Why'd you buy all that? Well, I found a real treasure. Ah, very good. That's nice. I found a treasure. Don't have to explain why or what, just I got a treasure in here. Or it's an investment in our future. Again, it's like our future. I'm buying this for us, not me, for us, for our future. And of course, this will help with retirement. All right? Yeah, we always got to think about that. Yeah, I'll sell all these when we retire. We're going to sell all these. We're going to buy an RV and we're going to go around the states. Or in my case, I'm going to buy me some island down in the Caribbean and there I go. All right? I'm very optimistic. Finally, we can always go with the misdirect, all right? The misdirect. So she asked, well, why'd you buy all those albums? Well, it's not that many. I shopped the dollar bin. Now, you might have shopped the dollar bin. You might not have bought anything in it, but the fact is, you were in the dollar bin. You're just misdirecting it. Also, you could always say, it just looks like a lot, but really it's not. That's a good one, too. Again, the real key to all of that is don't wait around for a follow-up question. Get going. Now, I got another one, though. Now, this one I'm going to just kind of show you. So you come in, you have the whole, whole pile. Why'd you buy all this stuff? And she's looking at that and says, well, hold on. I was there. And look, I found a Neil Diamond album that I bought you. And then I saw this Neil Diamond album, and I bought it for you, too. And, well, there was another Neil Diamond. So as you can see, I just found these great albums that I knew that you would like. And I use Neil Diamond because my wife likes Neil Diamond. So I buy her some Neil Diamond albums. Has she ever listened to any of them? No. Has she ever come down to listen to any of them? No. It really doesn't matter. I just show that. She goes, oh, wow. That's really nice. And that's really good. And she's happy. And suddenly I'm kind of a hero. So that's some ideas for those of you that have spouses that just don't understand. I've been married for 36 years. Trust me on this. I would never lead you wrong. Okay, I'll try to go through this final fast because, it's been 6 minutes. Most of you are already gone to something else to do. So let's just look over this. Now, I know last week we talked about, hey, my record collection sucks. Well, I got some non-sucky stuff this week. First off, Flesh Eaters. All right. Wow, 1981. This was an LA punk band, them and the Germs. This guy had a revolving cast of characters. This is the second album. Actually, some members of the Blasters were on here. John Doe from X was on here. And this thing is just, some critics have said it's one of the best written punk albums of all time. It was in my record store. It's been there maybe almost a year. And every time I go in, I pick it up, I look at it, I look over at the owners, Jim Gleason, I go, someday this will be mine, someday this will be mine. But each week, it comes closer to someone else buying it. So it gets me a little nervous. So I finally said, this is the week. I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy it this week. I did. I love it. The Flesh Eaters. A minute to Pray, A Second to Die. Their second album. The first 3 albums from the Flesh Eaters are very, very good. Highly ranked. All right. How about this one? Pere Ubu. Okay. And this is The Art of Walking. I believe 1981. This is it's a new wave punk art band. They're out of Cleveland. Their very first album, The Modern Dance, is most known. Then they have a number of other ones. This one's a little more strange, a little more odd. Is it the kind of thing you're just going to sit down and relax and have a cup of wine to? Heck no. There's a lot of squawking and different things going on, but it's an interesting band. I enjoy Pere Ubu, always have, because they made different types of music. And, again, kind of late 70s, early 80s. Actually, they went to the 90s. Got this off Amazon. In fact, it took a long time because they were out of it. But Miles Davis, Beggs, Grooves. Really neat album. 1954. They have some 2 live dates on here, and what I really liked about it is there's Milt Jackson on here, Thelonious Monk plays on here, Sonny Rollins, they have Percy Heath. Fantastic. This thing's hard bop, okay? In the 50s, bop was really popular, and this is the would be considered a hard bop. It's quicker, it's faster, makes you snap, really easy to listen to. Such a fun album. Got a really good price on Amazon. Mooney Suzuki. Alrighty. I'll take this one out of its sleeve. This is kind of neat. Open it up. Look at them. Alright. The late 90s, I think 1996, this was a garage band that formed in New York City. And they kind of went into the aughts. This is their second album. It You know, all I can say is this thing really rocks. It is garage rock. It's pure garage rock, made for the '90s. These guys go quick, they go fast. I heard their live shows were fantastic. I had it on CD for many years and loved it. And I'm just shopping around, and all of a sudden, whoop, there it is, the Mooney Suzuki. I go, wow, who in the heck? It is such a great album. Really check them out. Again, their first couple albums were really, I think, the best. Very, very garage rock oriented. If that's something you like, well worth it. That one was, I believe, 2002, 2003. Is at a record store. Here's this one was on my list for a very long time. I've looked for it in the wild. I know I could just go online, buy it, or but it's just kind of fun to shop around. It's Brian Eno's Here Come the Warm Jets. All right. Many of you know this one. This is one of those albums that's considered very important. A critic's darling type album. To me, I look at it, when you look at the techno explosion of the 90s and all the dance and all that, you hear a lot of it in this. You really, really do. It's really fantastic what he's done. Brian Eno was always way out there, always ahead of his time. Not only a fantastic record producer, but he made very interesting albums. And this one, Here Come the Warm Jets, I've been looking for a very, very long time, and there it was. Was it cheap? No. Was it great? Yes. So that's all I could ask. All right, a couple weeks ago, I showed the Silos. This I found at a record convention or show. The Silos Cuba. By far, to me, this is their very best album. My goodness. It's country rock, again, with a Texas feel. I had Tennessee Fire on there, Margaret, Mary's Getting Married. Maybe those mean nothing to you, but it's really some fantastic music by this band. Again, it's a 90s band, and they went into Ottawa, and actually from the 80s, because I think this thing's like 1987 or something. They really got everything together. This is the album that everything came together. It has that nice country rock feel to it, again with a Texas flavor on there. Fantastic listen. Still listening to Record Store Day. I had this 3 CD set, David Bowie Live. I like this one because it was from 1978. So, that immediately caught my attention. Again, kind of growing up in the 70s. My only disappointment with this was, why couldn't you put a picture there? Okay, hey, I got a picture here. I got something there. Why not just put a picture there? Sometimes I wonder, you pay a lot of money for some of these Record Store Day releases, and, why can't we make like a picture sleeve or something? Give us a little more. Give us a bone, man. Throw something in there. We're buying this. We're paying some money. Poster, something. But really good album. Did enjoy it. Also picked up this one here, and I'll take that out sleeve. There it is, Lou Reed's Live. Now, I didn't buy this. I found this after Record Store Day, and Animal Serenade. What really caught my attention is he does some of the songs where he did songs from Drilla. His tribute to Andy Warhol were in here. Of course, things from his album New York, which is my favorite. Really, Lou Reed sounds happy on this. Look at that. See? Hey, he put something in the middle. Thank you very much for people who take care of Lou Reed stuff. Lou sounded happy, like he was really enjoying himself, having a fun time, just having a great time at the concert. So it makes it even more interesting. So really, really good album. The recording was fantastic, really nice and clean, and sounded great. I found this. This was an upgrade. I know it's kind of shiny on there. It's Grace Jones' Lust Living My Life. My God, that guy can't talk. I like Grace Jones. I think she's fantastic. She's kind of scary looking at times. Big, tall. Former model, but she made some of the greatest dance music with a reggae feel. This one has the nipple to the bottle, let him sit. It's fine. My Jamaican Guy's on there, which is another fantastic track. everything's good. It's my favorite of the Grace Jones albums, and I have quite a few of them. This was recommended on Vinyl Community. The Theory of Everything. This is the soundtrack from the movie about Stephen Hawkins, The Theory of Everything. Comes in a really nice sleeve. It's limited edition. It's blue vinyl. When this was originally came out, I bought it in CDs and the aughts. Some vinyl was made. If you want to go on to find the original, it's like $200-300 for this stuff now. I mean, this album went. I mean, it's incredibly expensive to buy. So I was happy to see the reissue of this. Just really beautiful music. And the composer on this was Johan Johannesson. And he passed away, which is too bad because if you look at a lot of soundtrack stuff, especially stuff that's just kind of quiet, introspective, he did it. Really neat, sit there, read a book to this thing, where you can relax to it. Really, really nice soundtrack. All right, we're moving along here. Pick this thing up. It's only a couple bucks. Heavy Timber, Chicago Boogie. Okay, if you like kind of a ragtime, if you like a slide, if you like the boogie woogie sounds on the piano, this is really good. It's from a variety of different artists out of Chicago. This was made, I believe, in the 60s. Really, it's kind of a fun album. It's quick, it's fast. I mean, these guys can really tickle the keys, shall we say. Very interesting. I just saw that and thought I needed to have it. Found this when I was out at some record store, The Living Colour, and it's their live album. You see a number of these. They've reissued with some other bands. I've seen some other people post a couple other bands that they've done this reissue on. We Are Vinyl. It's live from 1989, so you get everything from their very first album on there, which they call it Personality, which is really great album. So this was kind of a neat find. Another record store day purchase. This one was the Dream Syndicate. Now, I'm a huge fan of Dream Syndicate. I don't know, is it colored vinyl on that thing? It's colored black. Ooh, I got black colored vinyl. Black is a color, right? Well, they say white's colored vinyl. Black must be a color then too. Just a huge fan of Dream Syndicate. I really like them. This is good. I mean, if you like Dream Syndicate, then this is something you really want to have. If you don't know anything about Dream Syndicate, you could buy this one and feel safe to know that you're not getting some weird stuff on there. Just really neat album. Okay, talking about Stride piano, all right? Or we were, weren't we? Well, we are now. Found this one, again, real bargain thing. Joe Turner. Not Big Joe Turner, the blues guy. This is Joe Turner, who was a Stride piano player. And Stride, again, is like boogie woogie. It came after ragtime. It's happy, it's fast, it's quick. It really moves. Joe Turner was very good Stride player. This is from 1960 on there, and it's a mono release. I didn't know much about him, but I just saw it and go, hey, let's just give it a try. It's like one of those dollar bin things. Let's see what happens. Very good. Really enjoyed it. Joe Turner. I travel through West Virginia, and there's a record store I always go to, and I'm always asking them, what's new in bluegrass, or what do you got? And this was one of them here. Flatt and Scruggs with Dot Watson, strictly instrumental. Isn't there a wide variety of stuff? Because I just can't decide what I really like to listen to. But this was really fun. And again, it's just finger picking all over. These guys move, they groove. It's the best bluegrass players there are. I mean, three legends, from the banjo and the guitar. These guys had it all. This was made in the mid 60s. Just a fantastically fun album. Another record store release I bought, the 1964 album, Monk. Okay, just in case you couldn't read the front, there you go, Monk. Nice notes on there. I do appreciate when they give us a little something about it. Fantastic piano playing, very easy to listen to. Sometimes Thelonious Monk can make really challenging music. You know, you're going, what's he doing? What's going on with this one? This one was very nice. Nice to listen to. Some softer, some faster stuff on there. It totally enjoyed it. So well worth. I was glad I picked that up. Picked this up, and that is West Virginia again, and Wonderful Wanda Jackson sings. I don't have anything from Wanda Jackson. I know she was big into country, but she's also big into rockabilly, and I really want her rockabilly things. This has some rockabilly, some country, and she sings some blues. I mean, we're talking down home, gut-wrenching blues. She had an incredible blues voice. I mean, I'm listening to that and I was just shocked at it. You know, it's someone I want to continue to look for vinyl for, to find the right things that I would enjoy with her. But Wanda Jackson. All right, we need to keep moving here. Thomas Dolby, the Golden Age of Wireless. I own it, but what I own is that cover, and I saw this cover and I thought I'll just buy it. Why? Because I didn't have that cover. Bachman Turner Overdrive, Head East, got this really cheap. I own this, but you know what? I was a kid, and see this gate, this opens up, this turns into a poster, and then all you have is the inside part here. All right, this is what I own, this part here anymore, because the poster was up on the walls. Lord knows where that went. But you know, I was trying to be cool. This was back in the 70s, and we already discussed that my record collection sucked. So, you know, I had to get some posters up, and so I threw that up, and I didn't have it. So here it was, a beautiful copy of it. Now I have it complete. Album again, real bargain bin thing, right? Impact, it's called. Okay, from the mid 70s. Disco, more oriented, soul disco kind of thing. I bought it because I like the record cover. That's it, and it's okay. It's okay. Another interest. This was from 2003. These Blues is Meant to Be Barrel House. These Blues is Meant to Be Barrel House. Again, this was made in 2003. Notice though, they make it look like it's from the 50s and 60s. They have all those liner notes on there talking about it. It's a variety of different people just playing different kind of blues. They're playing some ragtime in here. There's a lot of piano, guitar, harmonica. It's not as a group. They're playing more solo on this. Just kind of some interesting music. Here was another kind of interesting find. Calypso Holiday in Bermuda. Hey, how many of you have that one, huh? Spent a lot of time working in the Caribbean, and I really got to love reggae, calypso, the whole thing. So this was music from Bermuda. Just songs, just singing away, but it's very much, you know, it's kind of like the 60s. I think of Dr. No. If you listen, you watch the James Bond movie, Dr. No, and they have the calypso music. That's the one. Have this on CD, but finally got it on vinyl. Screaming for vengeance. Oh man, if that don't make you, kind of pump your fists. This is the kind of song kind of CD you play in the car because you want to, well, it creates road rage. Let's just face it. It creates road rage when you listen to this thing because you just get so freaking pumped up with adrenaline on there. But I got it in vinyl now because I truly always enjoyed this one. It's my favorite Judas Priest of all time because I'm screaming for vengeance. All right, New West had a sale, 70% off things off New West. So I bought Anthony D'Amato. What can I tell you about it? Oh, mid-tempo rockers. I don't know. It didn't stand out to me, but hey, $5 for new. I got this off New West. Austin Lucas, kind of like the cover on there. Again, these are all blind buys. These are all groups. I have no idea, but for $5, hey, let's just give it a shot. It was okay. I got this off New West. You can see Pool Party. All right. Again, kind of a neat looking cover on there. Especially the glare from my lights is really neat. A little more electronical on this thing. It was all right. I can't even really tell you what type of music. It just didn't jump at me, but I like to try new things. Another one I bought, this is called Grandfather Child on here. This had a little more soul, a little more rap type thing. I did like this album, okay? Grandfather Child. And I bought it because I like that album cover. I thought it's pretty neat. But overall, really neat album. Went to a variety of different genres on there, even little kind of world music sounds. So that was a good pickup. And my final album I'd gotten this that I played the last few weeks is Randall Brambit, Devil Music. Again, this was from New West, $5. I just blind buy. Let's give this thing a shot. It's mid-tempo rockers. There is just some guitar on there. It's okay. All right. Has a lot of vinyl. I know I rushed through it all. Didn't talk on. Didn't show you any what it looks like, but that's what we do. So here we go. We completed another one. I hope this beginning helped you. For those of you that have spouses that or significant others that don't quite understand vinyl record collecting, I gave you some hints on how you can help keep the vinyl flowing, but keep your relationship going. I like that. Keep the vinyl flowing, but keep the relationship going. That's what it's all about. So thanks for sitting there. For those of you that stayed for a whole 26 minutes, God bless you. And Prince Harry, Princess Meghan, if you're on now, hey, I did get a haircut for you. So, hola. All right, everyone. Have a great day.